Yet. JoJo Part 7 Steel Ball Run should not release so soon, but it might, and here's why. JoJo, one of the most beloved series in Shonen and Ultra Jump. It has sparked a massive community with millions of fans, and it's easy to see why. Just by looking at the fashion, style, characters, the memes, it's easy to tell why JoJo got so popular.
JoJo also has one of the most popular and most well-known mangas of all time.
So well made, it is a second spot on my anime list, right below Berserk, and above One Piece. That part is Steel Ball Run. This part of the JoJo timeline was Araki's masterpiece, with its fashion sense, motivations, and drawings. You can tell Araki put a lot of care into this part, and it paid off. So what's my point with this? Well, now that you know JoJo Part 7 is one of the most proclaimed JoJo parts, it would be an insane feat to adapt this into the anime adaptations. One reason why it shouldn't release so quickly is, there's a lot of things happening during this part. Doing a drawing of a bunch of horses would be plausible, but having tons of individual frames would be a massive undertaking. On average, each episode cost around $120,000 for David Productions to direct, write, storyboard, get sounds, animate the keyframes, manage the animation, edit, and a lot more just for one episode. And that was only the budget for Part 1's Phantom Blood. Imagine how much more it would take to make these elaborate scenes with Araki's work becoming more detailed and stylized. Not to mention the drawings have become more complex, with examples of this being the multiple running horses. It would take a very long time to produce, and be very expensive. I've estimated that the entirety of JoJo Part 7 would be around $6 million, if we're estimating around 50 episodes, not even including extra costs due to the higher complexity. They would either need to cut a lot of corners with facial features, or just do this.
Yeah.
So, with all that said and done, why do I think it will be rushed out, or why batches will hurt the series? It has been claimed that Netflix doesn't release shows weekly, possibly due to avoiding giving crew members a pay raise and extra bonuses. This does have a bit of merit to it, but blows over in the bigger picture. We know that this is Netflix doing, since another anime, also by David Productions, called Yurusei Yatsura, is also being released weekly, but isn't streaming on Netflix. And other shows like Komi no Kumonation, Mob Psycho, and Chainsaw Man are all releasing weekly, although being a bit later than release on television. So the reasoning for JoJo Part 6's bizarre release date is up in the air, and we'll possibly never know why this happens unless there's a public statement about it. So what can be done to help JoJo Part 7 with its quality? There are a few ways mentioned by Tempest, by zooming in the cameras, but in my opinion, the best way to animate with lesser of a budget, while helping keep things simple on the animation side, so they can add more details,
is a thing called the grease pencil.
What this does is being able to stack a 2D layer on top of the 3D animation, being able to make it look 2D. I was also hoping they would do this for Whitesnake, but was disappointed to just see a 3D model. The use of the grease pencil would really help with animation, with examples from this of Tarzan and Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse. This could also help animate more complex shots like backgrounds and horses, because 3D animation is much easier to animate than 2D, since the process of animation is just animation of a puppet. Not to discredit 3D animation, trust me, I'm still having trouble animating Roblox characters, but this is still much easier than drawing each and every frame, and it's far less time consuming. JoJo Part 7 Steel Ball Run adaptation has a lot of things it needs to do to be able to meet the fans' expectations, and seeing how time-consuming animation is, and how it's even taken the lives of people due to overworking. Let's all hope that JoJo Part 7 will be both satisfying to the audience, and be able to let the animation team be able to keep their sanity. I wanted to try something new with this video, and if people enjoy this new take on my channel, the best way to tell me is to subscribe and leave a comment. I'll possibly talk about Part 6's animation and other parts. I've been JoJo Kames, and I'll see you later.